This is the second video uh, about Queen's Gambit before knight of six, knight of six. In the previous video, I showed you how to play against c takes d5, and in this video, uh, I want to show you the second very important variation against Queen's Gambit. In Queen's Gambit declined, bishop e4. I'm sorry. So also there is bishop g5 move and bishop e4. Two moves in these positions. Okay, bishop e5. Bishop e4 the most dangerous nowadays. Short castle e3. In this position, black has three possibilities. Three popular possibilities: c5, b6, and knight b to d7. Also, there is some rare moves playable for black too. Maybe I will discuss these moves later, but okay, a few words about the main moves and my recommendation. My recommendation is move knight b to d7. Why not to play c5? C5 is also a strong move, but here you need to know, you need to you need to memorize a lot of information. And if you forget some lines, you can lose immediately. So this is a not good strategy in the opening, especially for amateur players. The same, the same about b6 move. Um, um, Also, you need to remember a lot. For example, the main line here is like sacrifice pawn. So b6 is also for professional player. For amateur player, it's this is a not good option. And knight b7, I think this is the most solid and simple line to study. And the only reasonable option for white here is c5, the only dangerous move. Other moves are not so dangerous. Black side, for example, typical move rook c1. Yes, in case of bishop d3, we take, and then a6 with the intention to play. Oh, maybe c. Ah, also, yeah, no, c5, it's okay immediately, and then take knight to b6, bishop b3. Typical position with isolated pawn, then bishop d7, bishop c6, or b6, bishop b7, and black has fantastic position. Okay, for instance, yeah, also a6 is in the interest, and then bishop b7, then c5. And this is a very typical plan in Queen, Queen's Queen's Gambit Decline, but also this is a typical plan for many openings in d4. So you need to remember this a6, then d takes c4, then b5, then bishop b7, and c5. So this is the main idea behind this move, knight b to d7. Also, I want to play c5, of course, and then after d takes c5 to take with knight. Also very important to remember that after c takes d5 to, to take with knight, very strong move, and here black has a fantastic position. For example, queen to e5. This pawn is Okay, so the most dangerous option is c5 with the intention to stop c5 counterplay. And in this position, black has two options. First is to play knight h5 with the intention to get bishop pair advantage. And the second is just too simple c6, then b6, a5, and with the intention to develop the queen side and to play just to play normal chess. And I recommend you to start with c6. This is the most simple to uh, to play and easy to remember. Okay, h3, b6, b4, a5, h3. No, bishop is h6. Okay, there is nothing wrong with bishop a6, but but black wants to make wants to play bishop a6 after bishop d3. So and for this black h6 is a useful move. Why not to play this move? And wait, and black is expecting for bishop d3. Okay, bishop d3, bishop a6, take, short castle. The only strange line here is b5. This is uh, this option to sacrifice pawn, but I don't believe in this position. So this is a crazy position. I think this position was played in the game of in the world championship match. It's in the game of world championship match between Magnus Carlsen and Vishanand. And Vishanand won this game. Was, I think, one of the. So I want to say that Vishanand won in this match very few games, and it was maybe the only game which he won. But okay, I'm not sure. Uh, I didn't check this information. So very important to study this position. I think that a4 is important move here with the intention to attack this knight with rook a5. The position is complicated, yes, but I think that black is fine. Black is okay. So, mm, short castle is a normal move. Queen c8. Yeah, the second very important idea, Queen c8. So the fianchetto of this Queen on b7 is a very typical for such positions. And also the second idea is to improve this bishop with bishop d8, bishop c7. This is also important middle game idea, and you need to prepare this. You need to remember this. Okay, rook to b1 was played in the game. Take, take, and now queen to b7. Knight to 1 was played in the game. I think I think it was okay here to play bishop d8 and then bishop c7. But okay, but queen b7 was played in the game. Rook f to 8, knight c2, knight to c2, rook to a7, queen to c8 was played in the game. Queen to d3, take, and now Michael Adams decided to play e5. Okay, and then in this, so rise this very complicated position, and finally the game ended in a draw. So this is a very important game to study if you want to to study this variation. This is a game of Topal Adams. Very good game. I strongly recommend you to analyze this game more deeply. And see you next videos. Ah, sorry. See you next video. Also, I want to say a few words about queens, about the second line. Bishop g5, the second, very popular move. e3. The main move was here h6 for many years. It was the main move. But I think 10 years ago, with the effort of Vladimir Kramnik, knight b7 became very popular, and I recommend you this move. And then after rook c1, typical move again. Bishop d3, we can play a6 or maybe take immediately, and then this our basic plan. a6, b5, bishop b7, and c5. Black is okay. Okay, rook c1 is more tricky, useful move. White is expecting for d takes c4. And now h6. The idea behind of this move that after, in case of h6 immediately, there is bishop to f6. But now, after h6, bishop take. This is very not good idea for white to give up this bishop in this situation. Okay, h6, bishop h2, c5. Very important. Now, very important moment after c takes d5, knight takes. Very important to remember this knight takes, not e takes d5, knight takes d5. And in case of this, bishop h4. So, and in case of this, bishop knight takes x7. Bishop e2, c takes d4, knight takes d4. See, castle, bishop d7, then queen a5, rook f to d8, bishop e2. Black has fantastic position. And also, I think also b6 is also possible for bishop b7. And in case of queen c2, h6, bishop h2. Now after this, playable knight e7, but here I recommend you to play this because this is instead of, despite that the black has isolated pawn, this is a very simple equality. Then knight to e6, rook f to d8, queen f6, and d4 draw. Okay, now it's okay. Now it's the end of the video, and see you next video. I will continue to discuss uh, how to play with black pieces against English opening.